ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing today? David, you there?
What's up, guys?
No, you're not.
Am I there? No, I don't hear myself much.
I don't hear yourself much.
Hello. There we go. I'm back.
We're off to a really bad start here.
We're doing great.
That was my water?
Yeah.
God dang it. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Man.
Good to see you're wearing black on black again.
I wanted to address something. The last time we filmed was last week. And it has been almost exactly a week since the last time we filmed. So you're going to have to... There we go. You're going to have to pardon the fact that I am wearing the exact same thing. The way you can tell it's been a different day is because my shoes are different. But everything else is exactly the same, and that is not my fault. It has been a week, okay? I've worn different clothes.
But also you know that the background to our podcast is black, and you're wearing black.
Yeah. And I'll probably keep wearing black. But this is what you got to work with this week, okay?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to calm down.
Just so for you audio listeners, I'm wearing a nice maroon hoodie.
Oh, yeah, and black pants. What do you have under that maroon hoodie? That maroon hoodie.
A black shirt.
So you're wearing the exact same thing, too. Anyways,
Episode 2.
Episode 2, guys. Welcome back to Nothing Really. So I had a few things that I wanted to talk about. First off, we have now seen Game of Thrones Season 8.
Wow.
See Episode 1.
Yeah.
We went to Nashville.
Yes.
Met some boys. Had hot chicken. Very good.
Very good.
Steve and Mike, we talked to them when we went to Nashville.
We did.
They approved of the name. We told them that it was going to be called Nothing Really. They approved of the name. Today, meaning a week from today, when this comes out, we posted our first episode, and Mike commented he thought it was fire, and then he liked it and everything, and I think it's good to go there. But Nashville was fun.
Nashville was very fun. I've never been to Nashville.
Me neither. Nashville's nice. I had never been.
It was nice.
But it's like small, but like really active.
Very active. So many people out. Like
so many clicks.
In groups.
Yeah. Everybody's in a group, like clicked up.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah. A lot of cool, just like hole in the wall places. Like this pizza place that we got.
That was really
big,
good.
Good pizza at.
Big, good pizza.
East Nashville was kind of like, I don't know how I describe it, like one of those smaller neighborhoods that you'd find in like New York, but it's not like the big main downtown parts.
But it was really nice. And
very nice.
Like you could hang out there all day and never be bored.
Right.
It was really fun.
Lots
Shout out
of food.
to David Porter for letting us stay with him.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy.
It was great.
Hopefully we'll get him on here at some point.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we had hot chicken. What did you think of hot chicken? I thought it was like all right. Like it wasn't incredible. Maybe just the place. We didn't go to like any of the famous places. We went to a place called Pepper Fire.
Yeah. I wonder what made it like famous and why. Is it like only in Nashville?
I guess they're just famous for it.
In
like
Nashville,
all their fried chicken is hot.
Yeah.
And I just like regular fried chicken.
Yeah.
There wasn't really enough.
Put this like spicy rub on the chicken.
Yeah.
And I thought
it was like a dry rub.
It tasted good.
Yeah, that's true. David did say there's two different kinds. He said there was a dry rub and like a liquid rub, or like just like a sauce.
Oh yeah.
Kind.
I got like some chicken tenders with the hot stuff on it. I also got a grilled cheese that was like deep fried.
Oh yeah,
essentially.
I saw that thing.
It was so good. Pair that with like these warm baked apples. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, you were freaking out about that.
The apples and the cheese and like the breaded. Oh man, it was great.
David was freaking out before that. He was like, "Please get this." I didn't get it. I just got crinkle cut fries and chicken, but it was good. I mean, it was like all right. Like if I lived there, I'd probably eat it every once in a while.
Yeah, me too.
But I would want regular chicken too. Like I'm a big regular chicken boy.
Right? Did they not have any regular chicken? It was all hot
they
chicken.
had like the mild was what we got, and it was still pretty. It was hot. I mean, it wasn't crazy. Like we could easily take it, but like they had like beginner level. They had like 4 different ones under us, so maybe they do. But I feel like then it's not hot chicken.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird.
It was a fun time, though.
Yeah, it was really fun.
10 hours in the car.
10 hours.
On the way back, we got into a little snag, and the road was like completely stopped. There was a tractor-trailer accident 12 miles out.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And everyone was getting out of their cars, and so we just chilled for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we got out of our cars, hung out, talked to like a freaking...
Some trucker guy.
It was cool. And then we all jumped back in our cars, but it didn't take us that long to get out because we were close to an exit, luckily. But it could have taken like a really, really long time. All right, I have another thing I want to talk about. And this is something that I always, when you travel with David Keeler, and or Abby Melrose, and or the two of them together, you have to go to a coffee shop that is not
a what?
You have to go to a shop.
A coffee shop?
A coffee shop in the morning. And it can't be like a normal one. No. It's got to be like in a garage or like it's got to be like a coffee shop, you know, like in an abandoned warehouse that like a guy set up for like 24 hours before he gets shut down for like health violations. Like it's like weird, and it's called like creme de la crumb or something weird, or like something like cough or something. So
have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, have a nice cup of coffee. Big cup of coffee, David.
Yum. Me, yes, please.
Here. Sir, did you just cough in my cup of coffee?
Gross.
Did you just sneeze in my cough?
I believe so. I apologize.
Yeah. Well, now I need a new one.
Cup of coffee.
Anyways, so we went to this coffee shop, and it was like one of those weird hipster places, but they always have good coffee. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the coffee's always good.
It's always what?
It's always good. It's always good.
Good cup of coffee.
That's a good cup of coffee right there. But that's a good cup of coffee. I could go on a shirt. No, that's a good cup of coffee.
That's a good cup of coffee. How would you spell coffee?
COF.
Cough.
Or CAWF.
COUPHFE.
Coffee.
Cough.
Coffee. Anyways.
So what if the barista just coughed in your cup and gave it to you? What would you do?
I'd say that's a big cup of coffee.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this big cup of coffee. Anyways, so we went to this it was
a coffee
barista,
shop.
this coffee shop.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, having a really tough time today. We went to this coffee shop, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of hungry. It's the morning time for breakfast. And exactly. I got bacon, egg, and cheese on a biscuit. And first off, this biscuit was the most crumbly thing in the entire world. Not a good biscuit. Made by a guy that knows how to make coffee, doesn't know how to make biscuits.
Bad biscuit.
That's a bad biscuit right there. Anyways, I got to stop saying anyways. I've said anyways like 80 times this episode. Go back and listen.
Compilation.
Let's find all of them. Compilation?
No, I'm not doing that. That's a lot of editing.
So I get this sandwich, and he brings it over on a piece of wood that's like
a block.
Like a block of wood that's like 4 inches by 4 inches. Like not big. And he puts it down, and I barely have room to like even put, like, I don't know what to do with this thing.
There's just no room for
error.
Crumbs. No room for error.
There's
exactly.
no room for error with this sandwich. Because then it goes all over the table. And it's not even like it was curved so I could keep everything in. It was just a flat, like, chopping block of wood.
So if it falls, it rolls off.
That was like a tiny square. It was like the shape of, it was so dumb. And so I got it and was like, okay. And I made a huge mess. Because what else are you supposed to do with a block of wood as your plate?
Also.
And it's the crummiest.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It was such a dry biscuit that, like, once you picked it up, half of it
just fell apart.
And you're just like.
And I was like, all right, I can't do anything about this.
We're just making a mess on their table.
Yeah, we're just making a mess. And then they're going to come over like, oh, he made such a mess. Sorry, you gave me a block of wood to eat off of. But that's where I wanted to get to this point. When is it like the aesthetic is going too far?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to eat off a block of wood. Like, give me a paper plate and I'll be fine. And I'll still think your garage cough shop is nice. Like, I was like, come on, bro.
Yeah. There's definitely a point where it just goes too far.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, it's the aesthetic. And it's like, well, it's not very functional.
And this other guy, like, walked by at one point with his block of wood with, like, his food that he had eaten. And there was, like, he made no mess. I don't understand how he did it. I mean, I think he got like something you eat with a fork.
He didn't have any errors.
He didn't get the sandwich. He had room for error.
But he had no errors.
Well, yeah, he had no room for error, but he made no errors,
exactly.
I guess.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there just like, I'm not going to eat this in a way that doesn't make a mess.
Yeah.
And I was like, this aesthetic has gone too far. Just give me a plate.
Yeah, I think because I also had a similar experience at a like fancy hipstery restaurant in Charlotte, North Carolina, and they literally gave me a block of wood to eat a burger and fries on. And like the burger had sauce and it was like dripping onto the block of wood that was supposed to be my plate and then like through the hole of like the table, and it was not good.
It's like, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah.
Like,
stop serving your food on blocks of wood.
Stop serving your food on a block of wood. So, anyways.
Game of Thrones. The premiere.
Yeah, sure. Next topic, Game of Thrones. David, as an avid Game of Thrones, as someone who just watched Game of Thrones.
Yes.
It's probably not the same for you.
Yes.
In this way. And let me explain. I've waited 1.5 years for this episode, for this season. And it was weird because, like, I think a bunch of people thought it was going to be, like, the craziest episode ever. Or, like, they were like, dude, 1.5 years, it's coming back. Oh. This is it. And, like, it was so hyped up. And then it was just, like, another Game of Thrones episode. Not that it wasn't good. Not that it wasn't good.
There was a big moment. Wow.
There was a few big moments.
Yeah, but, like...
there was, like, so much...
Okay, there was a huge moment.
I mean, at least they didn't, like, wait out on it for a while. That would have been so annoying.
I was glad they got to the point on that.
Yeah, they were just like, let's just do it. Because it would have been stupid if they waited to tell it. So now it'll be an interesting thing to see what goes next. I don't want to, like, spoil anything. Just in case we have listeners that haven't seen it. But if you haven't seen it at this point, you had 1.5 years. It's your own fault. But Game of Thrones is back.
So you're saying it was
swing. A lot of memes.
So you're saying it was different for me because I didn't wait as long?
Well, I feel like you might have taken the episode. Like, did you think the episode was going to be the craziest thing ever? Or did you think, like, because I remember when I watched, like, 1 through 6 or whatever, when it was, like, all out.
Right.
Skipping from one season to the next didn't feel like there was much of a difference. Like, it was kind of just like the next episode, except you knew the end of the season would have a crazy episode.
All the ends were crazy.
All the ends are crazy, but the beginnings are just like the next episode, you know, for most part.
Yeah.
But, like, I think a bunch of people thought this one was going to be, like, nuts, but it wasn't really.
Yeah, but it made sense. Like, after I watched it, even if, like, you did think it was going to be nuts, after you watched it, you'd be like, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Everyone was so far apart that you needed that episode to, like, set everything up for the final season.
I'm not saying that was a bad episode. I think it was a good episode.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
It was different than I expected it to be.
Yeah. And it's just weird watching everything knowing it's, like, the last you'll ever see of, like... It's just it's coming to an end, so it's a whole different watching experience.
First part of the end.
Yeah, it's like, oh wow, they just met, but they're all like they only have 5 more episodes to be together.
Yeah.
So
speaking of TV and acting, one other thing happened since the last episode, which was Star Wars got a name.
It did,
and got
a trailer,
and there's mixed reactions about it.
Why is it called that?
I don't know.
What is the Rise of Skywalker? It's trash. So you don't like the title. Who here doesn't like the title?
But there's always going to be for something like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Honestly, Game of Thrones is like the only thing that I haven't seen many mixed reactions on. Everyone loves Game of Thrones.
It's just
no
the
one
best.
complains about Game of Thrones.
You either love it and watch it, or you hate it and you don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. Star Wars. What do you? Okay, so the name is The Rise of Skywalker. Thoughts?
It's not great.
I don't. You know,
It's not good.
I'm not a fan of the name, and because the name has never had the name of a character.
Right. It's breaking all of the patterns that Star Wars has been
Right.
setting up.
Right.
Star Wars has so many patterns from episode to episode, especially in the way they title.
Yeah.
From like going like good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy,
Right.
good guy, bad guy. And like it's always it's pretty much the only thing they got was like a verb and a noun.
Yeah.
The blank of blank.
Yeah.
But that you never use the actual you never use the actual like
They
name
never
of
use the
anybody.
character.
Plus, The Last Jedi sounds like it's going to be the end of the saga, and the Rise of Skywalker sounds like it's going to be the beginning of something. But this is the end.
I heard that too. Like a bunch of people were like, "This is the end. Why are you just starting this?" I mean,
Why are you just now starting to rise?
Episode 6 was the Return of the Jedi, so it was kind of like it's starting over again type thing. So it was kind of the same in that. The Return and the Rise of is kind of similar. I would almost think that.
Yeah.
Now, like I know I haven't seen the movie, so who knows? Maybe it's really good, but it just broke the pattern of what Star Wars has named all its movies. So it kind of like threw me off.
Yeah.
Also, the Emperor might be back, but I heard a cool thought on the Emperor, and you were there for that thought, which was like it'd be really cool if, and you see in the trailer like part of the Death Star on one of the moons of Endor.
Yeah.
What do you have, like a buzzing in your ear or something?
My ear was itching.
Oh, on one of the moons of Endor, you see like part of the Death Star, and it'd be cool if like the Emperor was kind of like chained to it in a way of like not like physically, but like his like spirit or his ghost or whatever it was.
That'd be
And
cool.
we never even saw him.
Yeah.
And he was kind of like you could just hear him like trying to tempt either Rey or Kylo or someone to join them. That would be really.
I like that idea.
I would be super down with that. That would be dope. But if all of a sudden the Emperor just walks out from behind a bush or something, I'm gonna be so pissed.
But also, you're gonna be like, "Whoa!"
I mean, I'll be
this is
like,
"Cool."
I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so maybe it'll be like crazy.
As much
And
as
I'll
I
be like,
hate,
wow.
as much as I hate them just continuing to pander to like nostalgia and just use nostalgia the whole series.
Well, and everybody
It's hard-
got mad
it's
about
hard-
The Last Jedi or The Force Awakens.
It's
doing
hard to
that.
not love it.
It's true. But like everyone got mad about The Force Awakens because they're like, oh, this is just pandering to everybody that loves like Han Solo and Chewie and the Millennium Falcon and the fourth movie. But then and then The Last Jedi didn't, and they were like, this sucks. We don't know what's going on anymore. And people are, which I think is a good thing. And then freaking the
People
next
can't
one,
make up their mind.
Yeah, I know. It's now they're going back to pandering, and people are excited again. And then it's going to come out, and people are going to be upset again.
Yeah.
So can't please Star Wars fans, people.
You really
Can't
can't
please them.
But also with the whole name thing, it's like you're gonna still watch the movie and most likely enjoy it, and it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, I mean, we're still going to watch the movie and have a great time.
Exactly. We're watching Endgame in like a week.
Oh my gosh, I think
Avengers Endgame.
so. For the next episode, we could wait until after Endgame's Thursday night,
Yeah.
and we're recording this on a Wednesday. So
Endgame is next Thursday.
The podcast comes out on Wednesdays. So if we just record next Friday, we can record Friday and then we're good.
True.
So I think we should do that. I'm getting a call from a friend. I'm gonna decline that.
Goodness.
Don't
they know?
What, that we have more important stuff going on?
Yeah,
right
that
now?
we're recording.
They should, but they probably don't.
They should.
Yeah. Anyways, what else? Yeah. So Endgame's gonna be tight. Hopefully it doesn't suck. I don't think it will, but you never know with those movies.
You don't.
But
But it'll probably be great. The Infinity War was really good.
the Russo brothers put something out saying like, please don't spoil it for people once you see it. They like
Obviously.
signed it and put it on Twitter. They were like, please don't Spoil it. It's been like 20 years, and if you spoil this for someone, they're gonna be so pissed.
Oh my gosh.
How mad would you be if you got the Avengers Endgame spoiled for you before you saw it?
It depends on what happens. If they're like, they went back in time and helped everybody, and now they're all living and alive. Then
I mean,
I'd
that's
be
what
like,
everyone assumes is gonna happen.
Then I'd be like, cool. Then I wouldn't really care. But if something crazy happens, then I would be pissed.
Sure. Yeah, I could. Yeah. It's like something you didn't expect. Like Han Solo Han Solo fell down the hole in 7 into Thanos' arms. Thanos caught him. And that's the link between Star Wars and the Avengers.
That'd be cool.
He
healed him, and then
if the Millennium Falcon shows up at the end of Avengers Endgame, I'm
can't
gonna
wait.
freak out.
Oh my gosh. What if Avengers Endgame is just the prequel to Rise of... Who was that?
That was Jimmy and Stuart, 2 of our coworkers.
Jimmy!
Hurt my ears. Here's my other
It was just
thought.
a prequel to the Star Wars movie, Rise of the Skywalker.
It's the Rise of Skywalker.
The Skywalker Rising.
The Skywalker Rises. Oh, the Skywalker Rises. Anyways.
Anyways, that's
keep
what
saying
you...
anyways,
It's your
dude.
word.
This is so annoying.
Wow. You
What's
just don't
up,
like
Jimmy?
whatever we're talking about.
Jimmy's staring at us, giving us... God, you got to chill with the yelling.
Jimmy, you're interrupting our podcast.
What's up? Oh,
Jimmy
here he comes. Great.
Guys, get ready to meet. Give him an introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What's up,
Nothing.
Jimmy?
What's up? No, we're cool at this. Why would we use lights if we were just gonna do audio?
No, before I came in.
Oh.
Obviously, once I saw the whole setup, I'm like, oh shit, they're doing.
Oh yeah,
We're doing the whole thing.
we're doing the whole shebang.
How's it
dog.
look?
Thoughts?
It is.
Kinda. Yeah.
Anyways, David, weren't you gonna sing me a song?
I was gonna give you an
Have
introduction.
you listened to the old ones? Wow.
Oh,
he
yeah,
knew.
wow.
He knew about David's songs.
Deep cut from the old Bizarre podcast.
Yeah. Those are some good songs.
Big fan. OG listener.
OG listener. Oh man, what were we talking about?
Jimmy Fuentes,
Ladies
the
and
OG
the
Bizarre podcast listener.
Ladies and gentlemen, the human cue ball, Jimmy Fuentes.
Yikes.
What were we talking about? We were talking
Anyways.
about Avengers. Oh, I had something that I wanted to talk about, but I forget what it was.
Happy thought. It's really fun.
It must be.
Why are you playing this?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what would be nice is it's a wonderful.
Yeah.
You play Peter Pan.
I do.
And you go out and you do believe? Do you believe even all?
Well, yeah, kind of like
Oh,
that.
I love Hook.
And you did a.
Have you seen
a
Hook?
short
Let's talk about
spot,
Hook.
A cameo, I
Have you seen Hook?
guess. And Kenneth.
Yes, I have seen Hook.
Do you like Hook?
Kenneth
What are your
Branagh's
thoughts on
film.
Hook?
Dead again.
You're dead again.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Hook?
Yeah, it's good.
It's great.
I forget what I was gonna ask.
When's the last time you saw Hook?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Did you know that... Oh my gosh, what's her name? Glenn
Yeah.
Close. Glenn
Glenn
Close.
Close.
She's in Hook. She plays the guy that they throw in the boo box.
I
She
haven't
plays
seen
a
it in long
random
time.
pirate,
I
and he
forget
looks
that.
like a man.
Really?
Can I have the computer real quick?
No, absolutely not.
Can you look
No,
up Glenn Close Hook?
Sure.
It does not look like her. It's crazy. That
Are you gonna put this in the video version?
am I allowed?
Yeah.
Then yeah. Oh my gosh, Joe.
Sorry.
Tell
that
your
was-
friends that we're recording.
And who didn't believe I could do it? Who doubted me?
Who
Who
doubted me?
amongst us does not belong? Someone here does not belong. Stranger amongst the loyal, I will
not
weed you
belong.
out.
Stranger not belong.
You!
I will weed you out.
You! Yes.
Who's he pointing at? He's using his hook.
Glenn
I can't
Close.
tell.
Where's the cop? It's me.
You! That's right, you! No, not you. Not you.
The music in this
You.
is incredible.
You. You bet against me bringing Pan back here.
Oh, that does look like Glenn Close.
Tell your captain the truth. Oh, say it. Say it.
Like, what's the point of having her play that guy?
The
You made a
boombox.
boo-boo.
The boombox.
I don't know. Maybe she just wanted to be in the movie with Robin Williams.
That's
cool.
crazy
That's pretty cool.
and random and
I didn't know that.
unnecessary.
I totally forgot what I was going to talk about, and I'm really upset because I had a great thing that I wanted to talk about.
We were talking
Avengers.
about Avengers.
We were
Infinity
talking
War.
about Infinity War.
And
we
how
were
they're
talking
linked.
about. I was going to bring up like a show or something.
And then Jimmy came on. He's like, you were talking about TV.
Wan Division was announced. Have
that
you
what
heard
you're
about
gonna
that?
talk about?
No. But Wan Division is the Scarlet Witch and Vision have
Yeah.
a TV show.
It's crazy.
What? That sounds so dumb. And
Sounds
the
like a joke.
actual name is WandaVision. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. That's what I'm saying, David. That's the same face that I had. You're going to have to watch the
I'm done
YouTube
with this. I'm
version.
done. That's insane. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Well, guys, thanks for this episode of Nothing Really, where we've talked about nothing really. David has left, and so I am going to leave as well. Thank you very much.